This morning on Chris 6 Sunrise, a body discovered in Petronilla. Now investigators are trying to answer two key questions. Who is he and what led to his death?
Plus, an offer that city leaders, I should say, are calling too good to be true. How a Houston-based company is planning to put a focus on the coastal bend neighbors.
And the historical site many in Corpus Christi call an eyesore will now be demolished when the old Nueces County Courthouse is expected to be torn down.
Hey there, folks. If you're just joining us, you're watching Chris 6 Sunrise. Thank you so much for waking up with the Hoffmans. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman. Folks, we are halfway through the work week. So excited. Let's check in with meteorologist Stephen Jones to see if we can be excited about the weather, perhaps. Good morning.
Morning. Well, good Wednesday morning, you guys. I'd definitely say you could be excited about the weather. We've got some rain on the way as we're heading into tomorrow, Friday, and even Saturday morning. So any Friday night plans and Saturday morning plans, something to keep in mind for that. But of course, let's get started on our Wednesday morning. So far, definitely feeling the mugginess out there. Dew points are in the 70s and temperatures across the board also coming out in those 70s this morning. We've got a good deck of cloud cover up overhead right now. 78 degrees, one of the popular numbers here in Corpus Christi, Port Aransas, Rockport, and even the Naval Air Station reading that number. 77 what we're reading over towards Kingsville and Hebronville so far. Winds also out of the southeast continuing to bring some more of that moisture back into the area from the Gulf. So going to feel that air you can wear pretty much all day as we're heading through it. We will warm up nonetheless, 85 by 1 p.m. up to about 89 for our daytime high is what I'm calling. Winds out of the southeast, not quite as breezy as yesterday, topping out about that 15-mile-an-hour mark compared to about 22 miles an hour yesterday, with gusts higher than that, of course. As we're going through the next couple of days, we see that cold front arrive tomorrow, going to bring below average temperatures, but brief-lived at that. We're warming right back up into the weekend. That's with the rain chances starting to dry up. Luckily, we do hold on to them for a few days, really through Saturday morning. Once again, though, let's get you ready for your Wednesday morning as we're taking a look at that traffic flow map so far. So good as we're heading out there. If you're going to be hitting the Harbor Bridge to and from Portland, that good and green color up on the map so far. Let's check it out for our Robstown and Cal Island commuters. 37 looking good if you're heading into town, and so is 44 if you're heading to or from Robstown this morning. For our major thoroughfares here in Corpus Christi, Ocean Drive, SVID, and Saratoga all coming in the clear. Just one minor slowdown on Saratoga next to Airline Road, but other than that, Crosstown Expressway also looking like that good and green color this morning. Let's take a minor detour inland. Good morning to neighbors up there in Beeville. Checking out your traffic flow, also shaping up pretty good so far this morning. We'll talk a little bit more about those rain chances coming up in my full 7-day forecast.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Appreciate it. So Nueces County deputies are investigating a death in Petronilla this morning.
That's right. A man's body was found on Belk Road late Tuesday morning. At this time, they're trying to find out the man's identity and how he died. If you have any information, you're asked to call the sheriff's office.
And the Corpus Christi police still investigating a suspicious package found near the Bay Area. It was found outside the U.S. Army Reserve Center. Police blocked off McCardle Road between Airline Drive and Everhart Road for several hours before reopening. Investigators said that have not said what's inside the package yet, though.
Corpus Christi officials are giving a green light to a Houston-based company to help bring in more water to our area. Axe H2O says they'll be able to produce 150 million gallons of water a day, and they say they can do it at a cheaper price than Inner Harbor desalination. But city leaders say it sounds too good to be true. Axe H2O chairman Dr. John Olson says residents will come first.
The citizens of our communities, those are absolutely the first priority. But of course, as we know, the corporations are critical to they fuel the future here. And so it's a symbiotic relationship.
Axe H2O says they'll charge $6.50 per 1,000 gallons of water. Corpus Christi Water says the Inner Harbor Desalination Project's water would be close to $10 per 1,000 gallons. Axe H2O still needs land options, permits, and a timeline for the project. Now, folks, city leaders will begin community water information sessions in every district starting on Monday. The city manager and water staff will be on hand to answer your questions and concerns about the current water crisis. The first meeting will take place at the Seashore Learning Center gym at 6 Monday evening.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jacob Daniels, and a new bridge to Padre Island could be coming right here or right here in Flower Bluff. I spoke with two neighbors from opposite sides of the bay, to hear what they think.
TxDOT is narrowing down its options for a second crossing over the Laguna Madre. One proposal would expand the existing bridge, and the other would build a new highway right through the Sea Pines neighborhood. People living there say that would ruin their community.
It's very quiet. A lot of kids riding bikes and e-bikes and school bus routes, and it's just a very quiet. If they routed a highway through Sea Pines, it's not going to be the same.
Neighbors say they do support a new bridge to help traffic, but they would prefer TxDOT to choose the plan that expands the current causeway instead.
So after nearly 50 years, the 1914 Nueces County Courthouse will be torn down. A $2 million agreement for demolition was voted on unanimously. Judge Connie Scott says that she's hopeful the project can get underway by summer, but the county must meet a deadline of December 2028 or pay that money back. And while some people say that it's time for it to go, others still wish it could have been saved.
To me, it would have been kind of good if they could just repair it and make it into a motel or something, but I think it's too far gone.
And Judge Connie Scott says that safety and those costs are driving the decision. So it is 6:06 on your Wednesday morning.
Thank you so much for joining us, folks. Still ahead, a lot of cars nowadays say premium fuel is recommended. But with gas prices so high, do you really need to pay more? The answer after the break. Welcome back, folks. Filling up the tank. We're talking about our
we got to
forecast.
talk about that in just a little bit. We got to talk a little bit about the weather first, though. Because, gas prices do have to do, or not gas prices, but how efficient gas is, does have to do with the heat, right? It's going to be rather hot today.
Ooh, absolutely, Brian. Today, we're holding on to a lot of that heat and humidity stepping out this morning. Probably don't even need that jacket with us. The dew points are in the 70s. Temperatures also in the 70s. About 77, if not 78 degrees as we're kicking off our day for our Wednesday morning. Here's that live view from our studio Skycam. You can see the moisture back in our atmosphere. Looking at those lights getting a little bit fuzzier out there. 78 here in town. Winds out of the southeast at 6 miles per hour, continuing to bring in some more of that moisture into the area. Let's look closer at our temperatures with our Chris 6 neighborhood weather network. Starting off on the south side, reading about 78 across the board from Pebble Beach Drive through Taylor's Way Court, and pretty similar over on Flower Bluff, 77 at Graham Road, 79 from the Shell weather station so far out there, and off to the north in Rockport, 78 on Cochrane Lane as well as Augusta Drive this morning, and down to the southwest now towards Kingsville, reading 78 degrees in southwest Kingsville, Bishop, Badger, Meadowbrook coming in about that 77 degree mark so far. As we're going through the rest of our Wednesday for our bus stop forecast, holding on to a lot of those 70s this morning, but we're warming right up to 87 as we're heading in towards 3 p.m. this afternoon, topping out about 89 for that daytime high, and can't rule out just a spotty shower here or there, so maybe worth it to bring the rain jacket along or umbrella, but not going to expect too much in terms of those downpours or thunderstorms today. Here's how it's playing out on the future tracker. Likely just to see some drizzle potentially this morning for the morning commute. Going into this afternoon, we see a decent amount of clearing, especially for our inland counties where we push those 90s, that extra sunshine helping to heat you up a little bit more. Upper 80s here in Corpus Christi, and then those lower 80s closer to the coast in Port Aransas for daytime highs. Going into tonight, we see the redevelopment of our cloud cover and some of those stronger storms out to the west from the mountains of Mexico, following that same trajectory as last week where they're falling apart as they work into the area, but still could hold on to some of that stray shower activity as we're heading into our morning commute tomorrow. Now through tomorrow afternoon, we see the cold front working into the area, and model guidance has trended downward in terms of rain for tomorrow, but luckily it has extended those rain chances as we're heading into the weekend. Let's take a trip upstairs in the atmosphere now. The main core of this cooler air you can see working across as we're heading through tomorrow, bringing that cold front through, but this extra piece of upper level energy slows down just a little bit as it's working through from Friday into Saturday. That brings us our extra rain chances luckily, and hopefully getting a few more drops in the bucket thanks to that. Here's how it's playing out on the 7-day forecast. Still plenty warm today, chasing that 89 degree mark. The cold front works in as we're heading into tomorrow, down to 77 degrees, and then we're back on the warm up. 83 by Friday, even though we have more of those scattered thunderstorms around. Starts to linger around through Saturday morning before leaving us into Saturday afternoon, and then Mother's Day coming in at 91 before a cooler start to next week with 86 degrees.
Now we're going to talk about gas. Filling up the tank is painful all around, but if your car takes premium, you're consistently paying 50 to 80 cents more per gallon.
Yours says it recommends it, but Scripps News Group consumer reporter John Matarese takes a look at when you can stick with regular gas so you don't waste your money.
There are a lot of vehicles nowadays that say premium fuel recommended. Some even say premium fuel required. So we wanted to ask the question that's been popping at the pump a lot lately. Do you really need to pay more for premium? Larry Draper drives a GMC Yukon that recommends premium fuel. And right now it costs him well over $100 to fill up.
And when you put in 30 gallons in here, it's 5 times 30.
That's the dilemma many drivers face as they look at the price spread between regular and premium gas, in some cases a full $1.
This is a higher end European vehicle. Right here it says premium gasoline recommended.
While premium's recommended for this car, for another it's required.
Minimum 91 octane. So if it says premium required, you definitely want to run the premium.
Otherwise, certified mechanic Matt Overbeck says,
you could potentially create some damage to the engine.
Premium gas, 91 to 94 octane, is usually recommended for high-performance engines.
Tend to be higher technology engines. They tend to be more stressed engines, turbocharged. They make a lot of power.
Aside from some lost power, Tony Quiroga with Car and Driver says there's really no downside to switching to regular. Car and Driver found fuel economy stays about the same.
Very, very minuscule. You'd be paying a lot more at the pump for a very tiny uptick.
The best way to know what your car needs
is to look on the fuel filler door or to look in the owner's manual. You know, this still works really well.
To sum it up,
if it says premium recommended, can you run regular?
If it says premium recommended, yes.
So you don't waste your money. John Matarese, Scripps News Group.
So, with those increased gas prices, I want to see where you can find the cheapest prices here in town, like I do every week. So according to a Gas Buddy, here in Corpus Christi, we're looking at $3.89 at the Walmart on Staples as the cheapest, although most are closer to $4.19. As for our Portland friends, cheapest is Murphy USA next to the Walmart, $4.09, a jump by 41 cents since yesterday. Out there on the islands, looks like the cheapest price is Valero near Whitecap, showing $3.79. I'll have all these prices posted on our website, christv.com.
Well, it is 6:15 your Wednesday morning, and still ahead, a new AI tool is being used to help spot lung cancer quicker. How the new technology is breaking barriers.
Welcome back, everyone. So a new artificial intelligence tool is helping doctors spot lung cancer before it appears on a scan. The tool, Sybil, can predict the likelihood of a person developing lung cancer over any period up to 6 years. And developers say that Sybil is between 86 and 94% accurate in telling which patients were at high risk and which were at low risk.
What Sybil is doing is something that the radiologist can't do, which is try and predict what's going to happen a year from now, 2 years from now, that may not be on the image today.
Sybil is also part of an effort to allow access to patients that would normally not have access to those health checks.
The nonprofit watchdog Common Sense Media is helping kids learn the risk of AI. The plan is for the Institute to provide information about AI tools to families and set benchmarks for tech firms. Apple's former AI strategy chief is on the Institute's board, and he says companies try to make their products good, but they need independent measures to help them do so.
So it is 6:21 on your Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us.
Still ahead, a Rockport man is known for earning one of the military's highest honors. I'll show you why he stayed quiet about it for years.
Now, say hello to your neighbors. This is your Chris 6 News Sunrise Shoutouts.
Hello, Chris 6 Sunrise Team. We're the Halo Flight crew, and we want to wish our neighbors across the entire coastal bend a great morning and a great day.
Halo Flight is so amazing. They do so much for our community. Thank you so much, guys. We hope you have a great day as well. And folks, if you want to send us your own shout-out video, all you have to do is scan the QR code on your screen or head to our website, christv.com.
This is Veterans in Focus, sponsored by the Heil Law Firm. Car wreck? Heil will help.
So after my story about a Rockport woman honoring Vietnam War veterans aired a couple of weeks ago, several people started reaching out, wanting to recognize heroes in their own neighborhoods. And that's how I met Arthur, a Navy veteran who spent years keeping his story to himself.
I just relax here. I have my birthday parties down here and everything.
At Fulton Irish Pub, this is where Art Man feels at home.
Everybody here is so friendly. There's a lot of ex-military hang out here that we can talk to all the time.
It's why he chose to meet me here in his usual seat, because for a long time he didn't talk about his service at all.
Not even people that knew me. They tried to ask me any question about it, and I said, well, you don't want to know.
For Art, the military wasn't just service. It was a way out.
I grew up very, very, very poor.
As a kid, he worked just to help his family eat. But joining the Navy changed everything.
And that's the best thing that ever happened to me, get me out of my environment I was in. So when I did get out of the Navy, I had no problem getting a job.
But that opportunity came with a cost. His service took him halfway around the world, straight into the Vietnam War, where danger was constant.
We always get shot at almost every day.
As part of a riverine assault boat crew, Art was wounded and he earned 3 Purple Hearts.
I had taken a shrapnel wound in the arm. My second one I got during Tet Offensive.
But it was his third that would define his legacy. On May 8th, 1968, his boat came under heavy fire and a blast knocked him down, leaving him wounded.
And at that time, I noticed my boat captain was gravely wounded. So I ran out there and grabbed him, and I was already wounded.
His actions are credited with saving his captain's life and preventing even more casualties. For that, he earned the Silver Star.
Every one of us got wounded at least once. We're brothers, because we all bled. Sorry. That's hard to talk about.
Those memories are why he stayed silent for years.
We had killed some people that didn't want to, but we had to because it was them or us. If we didn't do it, then a lot of people would have got hurt.
Knowing the cost of war and the sacrifices, what are your thoughts on what's happening today in the world right now?
Let's have peace, you know. Don't just go out there and start killing each other. You know, human life is precious.
And you know, Art says his wife and friends helped him open up about his service. And there's just so much more to his story. To read about him, you can go to our website. All you have to do is scan the QR code on your screen and it will take you to our Veterans in Focus section.
Amazing story as always. Thank you so much, Michelle. So 6:27 on your Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us. Well, in honor of Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, one student, despite challenges, is now graduating with honors. Well, it is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. We'll introduce you to a student graduating with honors.
Plus, food, art, and traditions from all around the world can be found in a single stop right here in Corpus Christi. We'll show you where you can celebrate the month.
And a little later on, an offer that city leaders are calling too good to be true. Our Houston-based company is planning to put a focus on coastal Bend neighbors. Hey there, good Wednesday morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in on Chris 6 Sunrise, waking up with the Hoffmans, of course. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman. Folks, it's been pretty hot outside lately, right? We got to check in with meteorologist Stephen Jones to see how our day is shaping up. Another hot one?
Ooh, absolutely. Good Wednesday morning, you guys. We're still holding on to that heat and humidity as we're rolling through our middle of the week now. We've got changes on the way tomorrow. That cold front arrives. That's going to kick up some rain chances and drop those temperatures. But kicking off our Wednesday morning, we are still pretty warm out there and muggy. 78 degrees here in Corpus Christi, 77, 1 degree cooler in Beeville, Kingsville, and Hebronville so far this morning. But across the board, winds are out of the east and southeast, continuing to bring that moisture in from the Gulf. Going to be that air you can wear feeling as we're heading out there today. We're going to warm up nonetheless, holding on to those mostly cloudy skies through most of the day. Not quite as breezy out there as what we experienced yesterday. Winds out of the southeast about 12 to 15 miles per hour. Yesterday was about 22 miles per hour for reference. We'll chase that daytime high about 89 degrees here in Corpus Christi, likely to be those lower 90s as you work your way inland. Now going into tomorrow, like we talked about, that cold front arrives and drops our temperatures back to below average, but a quick warm up as we're heading into the weekend, already expecting those 90s once again by Mother's Day. Luckily, it does also kick up some of those rain chances starting as soon as tomorrow and then lasting through about Saturday morning before leaving us, but nonetheless a good drink in the bucket as we're heading out there. Let's get you ready for your Wednesday morning though. As you're hitting those roadways, so far looking at the traffic flow map. So far, so good. If you're hitting the Harbor Bridge to and from Portland this morning, looking at that good and green color on the traffic flow map. If you're heading into town from Cal Allen or Robstown, 37 and 44 both coming in the clear so far this morning. So let's shift over to our major thoroughfares here in the city. Ocean Drive, SPID, and Saratoga all coming in the clear so far, and Crosstown Expressway not looking so bad either. A quick detour inland taking us to Good Morning Neighbors in Sinton. So far not seeing any of those slowdowns on Pirate Boulevard or downtown. Looking like a good and green Wednesday morning, but we'll talk a little bit more about those rain chances coming up in our full 7-day forecast.
I'm Stephanie Molina in Robstown, and in honor of Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, one student who was once off track to earn her associate's degree has now excelled academically and is graduating with honors.
Angel is a senior at Robstown Early College High School. She is half Korean and Filipino. She immigrated with her family from South Korea at 7 years old, and her dad's job at the Kingsville NAS brought her to Robstown during her junior year. For Angel, school has always been her priority, although it was not easy at first adjusting to the new culture. However, her dedication stayed strong, and she is now graduating top 5% in her senior class.
I'm not smart because I'm Asian. I'm smart because I dedicate myself to my studies and my academics and what I'm passionate about.
After graduating high school, Angel's plan are to join the Navy, taking inspiration from her father, and will be putting her associate's degree to use.
All right, folks. Well, it is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and we do have some celebrations going on all around the coastal bend, but specifically over at the Texas State Museum of Asian Culture and Education Center. We do have the Director of Operations here, Mr. Richard Heffmeister. So tell me a little bit about what's going on all throughout the month.
So we've got a few different things going on. We've got a couple of our own events. We've got a couple partner events. We just last weekend helped the Botanical Gardens with the grand opening of their new bonsai exhibit. That was the Bonsai Bonanza you may have seen the media for. This weekend we've got our Golden Gathering event, which is built kind of to synchronize with Buck Days going on across the street. That's going to be mainly maritime history and maritime culture. We're going to be doing a few different history lectures. I'm actually going to be doing a few of those and a few different demos throughout the day. And then we'll end on a little dance party at the end, again, just to kind of synchronize with Buck Days. And then that's actually normally the weekend where the guy who invented Buddhism and wrote the original text when his birthday would be. So we do a Buddha's birthday event later in the month. That'll be Memorial Day weekend. There's also a couple cooking classes and a few things like that, but those are the big ones.
Awesome. So I know you guys do specialty more on the cooking classes. You like dumpling classes, adobo cooking classes. Is there going to be any food over the weekend, this coming weekend?
We got a couple food trucks coming out. Like two that I know of, plus the lady who usually does the sushi should be out there as well. And then we've got a couple more cooking classes throughout the month, including Sunday ends on a small gumbo class. So, yeah.
And if you folks have never been out to the museum, you can see some video that we've taken in the past. It is quite an experience. It is really in-depth and just a beautiful inside of the building too. It's just decorated from floor to ceiling. So we do have that. How important is it to celebrate Asian cultures here in the Coastal Bend?
It's really important, one, to celebrate, and then two, to give everybody a chance to link up and work with their culture, work with their events, work with their community. We act so much as a hub. I mean, we spend a lot of time teaching the history and just keeping the museum and the hub side running so that we have a maypole for all the different cultural groups to spin around. And that's the most important thing, really, for the community.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much for coming in. Make sure that you guys go stop and check out the Museum of Asian Culture. Definitely worth your time.
Yeah, always so cool. Well, folks, it's 6:36 your Wednesday morning. Before you head out the door, meteorologist Stephen Jones has a look at your forecast. And still ahead, the water crisis is making an impact on real estate. What you need to know if you're planning on selling your home. A body discovered in Petronilla, and now investigators are trying to answer two key questions. Who is he, and what led to his death?
And the historical site many in Corpus Christi call an eyesore will now be demolished when the old Nueces County Courthouse is expected to be torn down.
And higher prices continue at the pump this morning. Why experts say a gas tax holiday may not make much of a difference as drivers look for relief.
Now, 20 minutes of nonstop news, sponsored by Ewald Kubota.
All right, folks, after nearly 50 years, the 1914 Nueces County Courthouse, well, that's going to be torn down.
The $2 million agreement for demolition was voted unanimously. Judge Connie Scott says that she's hopeful the project can get underway by summer, but the county must meet a deadline of December 2028 or pay that money back. And while some people say it's time for it to go, others still wish it could have been saved.
To me, it would have been kind of good if they could just repair it and make it into a motel or something, but I think it's too far gone.
Judge Connie Scott says safety and costs are driving the decision.
Makes sense. Lake Corpus Christi International Airport is getting a new convenience store near the airport. The Texan has a chain of convenience stores and gas stations across the state. Ground for the store is expected to be broken in the next few months. Construction will take about 10 months.
Imagine a desalination project that can produce up to 150 million gallons of water a day, is cheaper than Inner Harbor Desal, and puts residents first. Well, that may seem like a fantasy, but a new company, Axe H2O, claims they can do it. And now the city has given them the go-ahead to build a proposal for the project.
This is a project to deliver abundant drought-proof water for the citizens, for the corporations, for the counties, for the entire Texas coastal bend area.
Up to 150 million gallons a day at a cheaper price per 1,000 gallons than Inner Harbor Desalination, coming in as soon as 2 years.
It sounds wonderful, but it's sort of like too good to be true.
That's the project that Dr. John Olson, Matthew Berger, and Tiago Campos brought to City Council on Tuesday. They say Axe H2O's proposed desalination plant needs no taxpayer dollars up front.
Privately funded, so there is no debt burden, there is no issue with additional financing publicly.
And that residents will come first.
The citizens of our communities, those are absolutely the first priority. But of course, as we know, the corporations are critical to they fuel the future here. And so it's a symbiotic relationship.
Axe H2O says they'll charge $6.50 per 1,000 gallons of water. For comparison, Corpus Christi Water says Inner Harbor Desalination Project's water would be close to $10 per 1,000 gallons.
We really need to dig deep on their $6.50 per 1,000 gallons. That seems extremely low and not even maybe realistic for a seawater desalination plant.
District 4 City Council member Kaylin Paxson says the Barney Davis power plant could be the perfect location.
Barney Davis was voted on pretty much unanimously for council to tell staff to move forward and look at proposals there.
Other council members, like Everett Roy, questioned how Axe H2O made it on the meeting's agenda without being vetted by the city. He still was one of the 6 votes that moved to review the project's business proposal, citing the need for water.
I'm not going to stop a water project because we didn't follow the right procedure. We learned from our mistakes, and hopefully we'll get it right the next time.
City Manager Peter Zanoni tells me that Axe H2O needs things like land options, permits, and a timeline in order to give the project more credibility. The Axe H2O team says they're eager to make progress and bring their proposal to the city. Reporting from the studio, I'm Drew Bishop for Chris 6 News.
Fantastic reporting as always, Drew. Thank you so much. So city leaders will begin community water information sessions in every district starting up on Monday. The city manager and water staff will be on hand to answer your questions and concerns about the current water crisis. The first meeting will take place over at the Seashore Learning Academy Elementary Gym. That's at 6 Monday evening.
Hey everyone, I'm 6 investigative reporter Leah Zora, back to answer your questions about the water crisis. And this time, it's about real estate. Now, we've seen comments like this one: should I sell my home? Now, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home in Corpus Christi right now or over the next year, the market is sending 2 very different signals. Now, on one hand, home prices are softening slightly. The average home value sits around $220,000, down roughly about 1%, which could signal a cooling, more negotiable market. And that generally gives buyers more room to negotiate here than in hotter Texas markets. But there's another major factor shaping Corpus Christi Christie's outlook: water. And the city remains in a prolonged drought, with some reservoir systems dropping into single-digit capacity levels. The region could face a water emergency in a few months, and that matters for housing because Corpus Christi's economy is heavily tied to water-intensive petrochemical energy and port industries. Now, officials say severe water restrictions could impact industrial operations and future growth, which could eventually affect jobs and housing demand. But what does that mean over the next year? Well, for buyers, softening prices may create opportunity, but they're also entering a market facing long-term infrastructure and water supply questions. And for sellers, homes are still moving, but sellers may have less pricing leverage if inventory continues rising or broader economic uncertainty grows. So the bigger story here may not just be about interest rates or inventory, but that water risk is increasingly becoming part of the economic conversation around housing. And just like other catastrophic events, drought conditions can have an enormous impact on property value and maintenance expenses. So homeowners need to be prepared. Now, do you have a question about water? Drop them in our Facebook comments. For Chris 6 News, I'm Leah Zora.
Leah, thank you so much. And folks, you can find all of our water coverage on our website. Just scan the QR code on your screen and we'll take you to our running dry section. There you can catch up on all of our latest stories.
Well, howdy and happy Wednesday, Coastal Bend. Taking a look from our Sunset Island cam, thanks to Matthew CCAC. Waking up to about 77 degrees on the board so far. Winds out of the east at 5 miles an hour, continuing to bring in some more of that moisture to the area. We've got a good deck of cloud cover overhead, likely to hold on to a lot of that cloud cover as we're heading into the afternoon. Temperature-wise, around the board, coming in about 77 degrees, 78 degrees. A little cooler there in Beeville, coming in at that 75-degree mark. Freer sitting at 76, but then as you work into Corpus Christi, 77, Port Aransas sitting at that 78-degree mark so far. As we're rolling through the next few hours on our dog walking forecast, today we've got Gracie and Destin on the board. They're from San Patricio County. Says their favorite place to take a walk just along their road or along the beach, which are both good spots for it. As we're heading out there, further walk going to be on the warm-up. 80 to 82 by 10 a.m. up to 85 as we're heading out there for lunch later this afternoon. And similar to yesterday, the winds will increase, but not quite as much. 10 miles an hour this morning, only about 14 to 15 miles an hour for that sustained peak wind compared to about 22 miles per hour yesterday. Walking us through the future tracker, we've got abundant moisture out there and could see some spots of drizzle this morning. Not going to amount to much in terms of meaningful rainfall and could even hold on to 1 or 2 light showers as we're heading into the afternoon, but more of that clearing takes us into the 90s out west. As we head into tonight, we're on the watch for some of those storms out to the west, once again taking off from the mountains of Mexico, following that same trajectory as last week though, where they're falling apart as they're rolling into the coastal bend. Looks like we could be left with some of those stray showers as we're heading into tomorrow morning for the morning commute. And my latest model guidance has trended a little downward in terms of rain coverage for tomorrow, but still looks like we'll hold on to another cloudy day with some of those stray showers. But even going into Friday and Saturday, we have a little bit of extended rainfall chances. That's thanks to the upper level pattern and what we're expecting. The main core of this cooler air is working through as we're heading into Thursday, but this little piece that's hanging out is going to be just a little bit slower as it meanders across from Friday into Saturday. That extends our rain chances luckily, so could see some storms as late as Saturday morning before they finally start to leave the region. Right now it still looks like 1/4 of an inch to maybe 1/2 of an inch in terms of a drink of rainfall, so not a total drought buster, but we'll still take every drink in the bucket we could get. As we're heading through the 7-day forecast, a little cooler tomorrow in the wake of that cold front, 77 degrees, and then we're right back on the rise in terms of those temperatures. 86 by Saturday afternoon. If you're making those Mother's Day plans, looks pretty toasty out there at 91 degrees, but then a cooler start to next week. That's going to come in at 86.
Stephen, thank you so much. While the country waits for news from the Middle East, the question is, can anything be done in state capitals or in Congress to provide financial relief, especially at the pump?
Yeah, that's right. Our own Joe St. George takes a look at what airlines want, proposals for gas, and why experts say may not make much of a difference.
A ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran has been in place since early April, and as the ceasefire nears the 1-month mark, it's clear it's as fragile as ever and currently being tested with ongoing developments in the Middle East.
Our country's booming now, despite the fact that we're in I call it a mini war, because that's all they are, They don't have a Navy anymore.
President Donald Trump with a verbal assault on Iran's military capabilities as the world watches to see what unfolds next in and around the Strait of Hormuz. As President Trump's Project Freedom continues, an effort to guide certain ships out of the restricted waterway, Iran has pushed back. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi writing, events in Hormuz make clear that there's no military solution to a political crisis. As talks are making progress with Pakistan's gracious effort, the U.S. should be wary of being dragged back into quagmire by ill-wishers. So should the UAE. Project Freedom is Project Deadlock. On Monday, despite the ceasefire, Iran fired missiles and drones at U.S. military and commercial vessels, but were unsuccessful. Central Command writing on X, Seahawk and U.S. Army Apache helicopters were used to eliminate Iranian small boats threatening commercial shipping. The latest test of the fragile ceasefire, with Americans paying more at the pump as a result. As the national average hovers around $4.50 a gallon Tuesday morning, some analysts are predicting new records could be set in the coming weeks if no major developments occur in the Middle East. The previous record for a gallon of gasoline in the U.S. was just above $5 a gallon, set back in June of 2022. Joe St. George, Scripps News Group, Washington.
So with prices yet again going up at the pump, as always, I want to check in on the cheapest prices for you, making sure that your dollar in your car goes a little bit further. This morning, let's start with a look at the averages according to AAA. Buckle up because they also went up overnight. So averages for a gallon of gas, $4.53 at the national average. Texas average a bit lower, $4.04, finally breaking that $4 threshold. And for a gallon of diesel, we're looking at $5.14. Big jump since yesterday there too. Switching on over to gas, buddy, for a look at the cheapest local prices. Corpus Christi, looks like your cheapest price is at the Walmart on Staples, $3.89, although most places here in Corpus are near $4.19. For our Portland friends, cheapest price I was able to find, $4.09. That is a jump by 41 cents since yesterday, but that's going to be over at the Murphy USA next to the Walmart. For Island friends, it looks like they are holding strong over at the Valero near Whitecap at $3.79, although that one hasn't been updated since about yesterday, and that seems to be the cheapest one. If you can find it cheaper than these guys, might want to stop and fill up while you can. I have all these prices posted on our website, christv.com.
Funeral arrangements for Bishop Emeritus Rene Gracida are set. Services will be at the Most Precious Blood Catholic Church. On Monday, there will be a visitation and Holy Rosary. Visitation will continue Tuesday afternoon. A funeral mass will take place on Wednesday, followed by interment at the Corpus Christi Cathedral. We have a full list of times on our website, christv.com.
I'm Alyssa Trevino in Jim Wells County. Students from Jim Wells and Duval County schools got a hands-on lesson outside the classroom, learning why agriculture plays such a big role in their lives. These fourth graders are trading their classrooms in for tractors and livestock. About 500 students from Jim Wells and Duval County are getting a hands-on lesson in agriculture. They attended the annual Jim Wells County Fair Ag Day that teaches kids where their food and clothes come from. Students are learning about farm animals, crops, and farming technology. Many say seeing the process in person is an eye-opening experience.
I feel like it's kind of weird knowing like what we eat, it also goes on our face and what we wear. I think it's kind of weird.
Organizers say the three-day event helps connect kids to an industry they rely on every day. They hope the experience inspires the next generation to pursue careers in agriculture.
The South Texas Botanical Gardens is getting ready for Mother's Day. This weekend, moms can get in for free. It will take place on Saturday and Sunday. Your mom will just have to say, "Show me the flowers," and she'll get in for free. The rest of the group will have to pay general admission.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
Starting for this list, Nueces County deputies are looking into the death of a man after his body was found in Petronilla. Medical examiners are working on identifying and notifying his family. Anyone with any information on this is asked to call up the sheriff's office.
A suspicious package found at the U.S. Army Reserve is under investigation. Traffic on McArdle Road was closed off in the area before being reopened hours later. Police have not said what was in the package.
So the former FedEx driver Tanner Horner now sentenced to death for the 2022 murder of 70-year-old Athena Strand. His execution date will be announced at a later time.
The suspected White House Correspondents' Dinner shooter, Cole Allen, has a new charge. A grand jury added a charge of assault on an officer of the United States. Allen is set to be arraigned on Monday.
G7 trade ministers will focus on critical mineral supplies today, which are needed for things like defense, energy production, and manufacturing. This is part of a larger effort of the G7 nations to cut reliance on China.
The USDA is issuing a recall for Giovanni Rana Rana rustic beef sauce and creamy burrata cheese ravioli over a potential health threat. It might have shrimp filling with lobster sauce.
Well, it is 6:55 on your Wednesday. We got to give one final check-in on the weather, right?
Yeah, it's been a hot one. How's it looking, Stephen?
Oh, absolutely, you guys. We're still holding on to a lot of that heat and humidity today, and luckily the roadways haven't been shaping up too bad either. We have a couple spots of drizzle out there, but luckily hasn't been leading to too much in terms of meaningful rainfall out there. On our SPID Skycam, you can see a few more cars picking up on that roadway, but luckily still haven't been tracking any major slowdowns, at least if you're hitting the Harbor Bridge this morning to and from Portland. Looking good in green that direction, and same goes for our Robstown and Cal Allen commuters. 37 and 44 both coming in the clear. Just seeing those normal slowdowns on Leopard there, but on our major roadways here in Corpus Christi, Ocean Drive, SPID, and Saratoga all coming in the clear. Also going to add in Crosstown Expressway looking pretty good this morning. If you're heading into downtown, just a couple of minor slowdowns there on Morgan Avenue and as you're working in on 44, but other than that, really still only those yellows on the map, shaping up for a good and green Wednesday morning out there. But let's get you a forecast as we're getting ready to head through our Wednesday, and with big changes on the way tomorrow, that cold front is anticipated to arrive back in the region and going to start decreasing our temperatures. We're still holding on to a lot of that warmth this morning. 77 here in town, 78 over by Port Aransas with not too much of a cool down, but Hebronville, the cool spot, sitting at about 76 so far this morning. Winds across the border out of the east and southeast. That's going to continue to funnel some more of that moisture into the area from the Gulf. Going to be that air you can wear feeling as we're heading out there today, and could see a few spotty showers here and there. Even into the afternoon, we're going to be holding on to a lot of that cloud cover, warming up nonetheless. 87 by 3 p.m., topping out about 89 degrees for that daytime high over by CCIA. Likely to see some of those 90s as you work your way towards Alice and Hebronville. Now, through the next few days, we see that cold front arrive tomorrow. Going to drop our temperatures, but going to be brief-lived. We're warming right back up as we're heading into Mother's Day by Sunday. Already expecting those 90s once again, but luckily it's not only going to cool us down, it's also going to kick up those rain chances as we're heading into tomorrow morning, and then also extend them through Saturday morning thanks to just a little bit more of that upper level help out there. But then as it works out of the area, we're going to be drying up into Mother's Day like I talked about, heating up 91 degrees for that daytime high, but another cold front cools us off for next week, topping out at 86 by Monday.
Stephen, thank you. The U.S. Postal Service is celebrating the 100th anniversary of Route 66 with new stamps. The new Forever stamps feature 8 different images of vintage cars and historic places. The historic highway was established in 1926. It stretches more than 2,400 miles from Chicago to Los Angeles.
I always wanted to take that trip. Well, today is National Nurses Day. It's a day for people to express gratitude for nurses and all that they do for the patients and the health of all of our communities. National Nurses Week runs through May 12th, so you still have time to honor your favorite nurses. And I will say, with my 53 surgeries now, I have had some fantastic nurses. Big shout out to all of you that have taken care of me.
And hey, our sister-in-law is a nurse as well. We got to shoot her a text or something.
Yeah, that's right. Both of my sister-in-laws, actually. Yeah, that's fantastic. You got any nurse family members?
I do have just one cousin that's a nurse, so feeling thankful for her also in this Nurses Week.
Big shout out. Thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you for joining in, guys. We'll be back later on tonight with even more news from your neighborhood. Have a great day.